Hello, magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of Gangstar Magician Tarot. I'll be your host, the Gangstar Magician himself, and I'm here to deliver you your message because that's what I do. Because I love what I do, and I do what I love, and I love being here with you, and I especially love you. That's for sure. Okay, I love you so much. I'm going to grant us all these Two of Cups. We're going to have our Two of Cups. We're going to have somebody just like us who loves us just as much as we love them. Okay, and we're going to have great sacred sexuality with them also. And I am granting that. It's a good one. Okay, trust me when I tell you, it's very detailed. Right, Archangel Michael? Yes, he said, yes, you are all about that sacred sexuality, aren't you? I said, yes, I am. I said, I love it. He said, yeah, you're going to get it. I said, good. That's really all I fucking want, to be honest with you. And that's why we open up our heart chakra to you. We welcome in any and all unconditional love. We're all greened out, brother. You know what green means? It means that the heart chakra. We're all about it today. So there we go. There you go. What else do we got here? Not much. The time is almost up. Because it's the final countdown. It is, too. It really is. That's for sure. These people, they were just not ready for you, because nobody is ready for you. Nobody is ready for the Gangstar Magician. Nobody. Okay? And that is why we're going to get started here. See what we're working with. Getting overall energy here. God, please, thank you for the Divine Feminine Collective. Our favorite. The ones we love the most. Okay, so let's go. What do we got here? Alright, so we know that the Divine Feminine is the one who brings the fun, brother, because they are the sun. Okay, they bring the happiness, the joy, the fun, the optimism. They're glorious. They bring the glory to the table. Okay, you're very glorious, that's for sure. Very, very enthusiastic. Okay, and exactly who you are. The Queen of Cups, brother. You're a very enthusiastic Queen of Cups. That is who the Divine Feminine is. That's who you are. You're very tender-hearted. Very kind person. You're a healer, perhaps. Okay, now we got your Ten of Cups. You're building your foundation here on your Ten of Cups, which is amazing. So you're not only are you the one who brings the fun, not only are you a Queen of Cups, but you're also building your foundation on this Ten of Cups. That sounds about right. What a Queen of Cups, a positive Queen of Cups would do. Okay, and they're also being institutionally supported by this Hierophant. Ain't that something? Okay, you're gonna be perhaps teaching. Okay, you're a blessing. Just trust me. A blessing's on you. You're being blessed. That's for sure. Okay, and that's why you got this Lover's energy here. Okay, of course. Who else to have it better than have the Lover's energy than a Queen of Cups, a positive Queen of Cups who brings happiness, that builds her foundation on a Ten of Cups, that's socially approved and socially approved and institutionally supported, and now has this Knight of Cups energy with it. Very romantic and charming. Did I say something about love today? I don't know if I did. I think I did, because I see the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Lovers, the Knight of Cups, and the Sun with the Hierophant. That is some good energy, buddy. Trust me when I tell you. Don't get much better than that. Actually, we could just end it here if I wanted to, and it'd be good. But, that would be very upsetting to a lot of you. You'd say, what the this Gangstar Magician, I don't like him anymore. I don't like him. He's a real shyster, you'll tell him. But here's the thing. You'll never say that, because I'll never leave you hanging like that. Because let's get into this. Let's see what we're doing here. What's going on, brother? Let's get an overall energy here, God, please, and thank you for our favorite, the lovable Divine Feminine Collective. They're the best around. It's our favorite. It's the High Priestess's favorite energy. That's for sure. Remember, a High Priestess can be any energy they want. They know them all. That's the same thing with a High Priestess in reverse. That's why they're usually the matriarch. They've been around. They know what they're doing, these crumb bums. All right, so let's see what we're working with here. Let's get an overall energy guy here, please. And thank you for our favorite again, the Divine Feminine Collective. Alright, so we have a one-trick pony here, brother. There is a magician in reverse. There is some character here who's trying to manipulate things. Some poor planning here. trickster it is. People know what they're all about. They can see through their tricks. They can't see through yours, though. That's why you're a real gangster magician, because people can't explain how you do what you do, okay? You know why they can't explain with that? It's because you're a high priestess, okay? That's why. Because you clearly see things 10 steps ahead of these people. So that's why they don't know what to do. I mean, what can you do? What's the defense against that kind of person? A person who already sees you coming. What is the defense against that? I believe nothing, correct? I don't see anybody that could defend that. I mean, you know, what are you going to do? I already see you coming, okay? And, you know, I see him coming over there. I hit you with my little selenite wand. You know, get you out of here. You chase you away. Give you an opening, smack, kick you in your ass. Tell you don't come around no more. Okay, but you know who we're going to not say that to? Because we love this person. We find them the most sexy ever. It's this King of Pentacles, of course, okay? They are the one, you Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, find this the most sexy about your counterpart when you see them in this King of Pentacles energy. It is very sexy. We do find. We feel they do a good job at it. Yeah, they're sexy when they do that. Yep, they're good. So they're good. They know what they're doing, okay? And that is the justice here, okay? It's very much justice. This is the justice, okay? Because this magician here thought they were going to, you know, trick this King of Pentacles. They thought your counterpart was a dope. No. Your counterpart is much smarter than you anticipated. Much smarter, okay? They know exactly what they were doing, okay? And this person, they fell right in the trap, okay? And who is this person, this magician in reverse? They're this Queen of Cups in reverse character, of course, okay? They're not a real Queen of Cups like you, okay? This is a fake, this is a fraud, this is a phony. This is a tie boho, okay? Because this is somebody who pretended. It's exactly what it was, magician in reverse. They pretended to be you. They took money to try to trick this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles just played with it. They went with it. They told us, relax, we got this. We'll handle this. Okay, so okay, do it. So fine, whatever it is, this is what it is. They're handling it. Now this person, they tried to make you out like you were this, like this Queen of Cups reverse, like you were this, what is it? This like overly emotional, fucking immature, insecure person who has a lack of trust, that's weak, disorganized, that's vengeful, shallow, gives too much, and is depressed. Queen of Cups. They said that's what you were. But that's exactly what they are, and they're being seen as a one-trick pony, somebody who was trying to manipulate a situation by doing magic. Now they're being seen because they're a rotten witch. That's why, okay? And you, on the other hand, is being seen as this pure and innocent Queen of Cups, as we've seen earlier, okay? Who's building their foundation on the Ten of Cups, who has this lover's energy, Knight of Cups. I mean, this King of Pentacles sees all that. Okay, they see the difference. This person, all they did was prove without a shadow of a doubt that you're the exact one. It also showed without a shadow of a doubt who the karmic energy is and who needs to be eliminated. Okay, so this was all designed for this to be this way. And this is when I say this wasn't you having this conversation with your counterpart in the 3D. This was done in the 5D. Okay, that's what I need you to know, because your spirits continue, they're together. So believe what you like. You know, I know for sure because they tell me. Unless I'm crazy, then I must be crazy. Then if I'm telling you something like that, if I don't know what I'm saying, okay? Because now this King of Pentacles, Seven of Cups in reverse, clearly sees you were never an option. You're the only choice. Okay, you are the one. Exactly. Yeah, that's 100% accurate. Okay, because the person that they was recommended over you now is being seen as this magician in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse. That's a very, very, very unattractive energy, while you're being seen as an Empress-High Priestess gangster magician. Isn't that something? Who would have thought? Okay, and now this Queen of Cups in reverse is under judgment because they accepted money here to block a divine union. Okay, they did this before, but they never came up against somebody as strong as you and your counterpart. Nobody as high ranking as you and your counterpart. No, they didn't. They did not. And I'm talking in the 5D. I need you to understand that, please. Please, when I say these things. I'm not talking about the person in 3D, because I know whatever it is, until they wake up fully and know who they are, they'll never know. They will, though, because you're with them. It's going to manifest down here. That's what happens. Things from the 5D manifest into the 3D. Okay, that's what happens. That's how it happens. Okay, that's what these demons were in control for a little bit. Until the gangster magician came along. Okay, that is. Okay, and that is why these demons are all under judgment. Okay, because they never seen you coming. They never seen it coming. You got them blindsided, these fools, brother. You blindsided them. They didn't even see you coming. That is so crazy, too, because they should have. All right, and now, Eight of Swords, they're trapped. This Queen of Cups in reverse, they're trapped. They really got it. You let them see, what you did was you let them get overconfident. You let them think they were in control. You let them think that they were going to defeat you. Okay, and then you show them that that was not true. Okay, and then this is when now they're to the point where they had no idea. It was like they were over there partying and indulging, and then all of a sudden you just popped out of nowhere and were like, remember me? Perhaps you forgot. Maybe you didn't hear. You've been gone a long time, okay? But we don't shine shoes anymore, brother, okay? We're a full-blown empress now, okay? That's what we came in and told these people. And we gave them no pin hand smack, kicked them in their ass, and then, you know, sent them on their way. And that's exactly why this Queen of Cups is stuck. They don't know where to go, because where are they going to go? You showed who they are. That's who they are. Fucking Queen of Cups, Magician in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse, Magician in reverse, who's Eight of Swords stuck. And this King of Pentacles here clearly sees that nobody else, you were the only one. They always knew this. But now this proves to anybody, nobody has nothing to say. Nobody could say a fucking word now. No karmic energy, no matriarch, no friend, no fucking family. Nobody could say anything. They could go fuck themselves is what this King of Pentacles tells them, okay? Because now this King of Pentacles knows exactly what the hell is going on here, okay? They know exactly what they saw. All right, because they see it all. They got plenty of evidence, okay? And that's all because of you remaining so strong, okay? Being this Empress, okay? It's all because of you being so strong and being this Empress, okay? Is the reason why you are exactly who you say you are, brother. You got that. That was a good one. I was saying that. It came right out of my mouth. Bang. Okay? And that is why you have this King of Pentacles here that says you are not the only, you were never an option. Okay, they see clearly the Ten of Pentacles lies with you. Okay, these people thought this with this Queen of Cups in reverse, Magician in reverse. I always get a good rush when I get those ones. Okay, I feel good now. So it's like this Queen of Cups in reverse really thought that they were going to come in here and like destiny swap with you or something. Like, but it was just, you had too many people against you though. You had too many inside people that you thought were like, you know, your family and stuff. You had too many fucking moles. Too many people giving up stories about you that weren't even true, exaggerating. Who've been jealous of you since you were a fucking baby. Okay, thinking they didn't think you feel. They found out about your destiny before you, and they got jealous, and they figured they plotted all these years to take it from you. You had to go though. They just couldn't get rid of you. They couldn't see. Nobody could come kill you. That's what you need. You're immortal. Here's what I'm gonna explain to this. How you're gonna explain this to you. Nobody could come like you walking out this side or doing whatever it is. Nobody could just come up to you and kill you. You know what I mean? Like, that's not possible. If you ever noticed in your life, you've never been severely beaten down. Okay, you might have gotten a hit here and there, but nothing that would severely put you. But everything you survived, you somehow came out of it unscathed. You understand what I'm saying here? Think about this for a second. These people know now that you can't be killed. Like they knew this. They needed you not to know this. They needed you to be fear. That's the only way they were able to control you. Because the only person that could hurt you is you. Okay, and that's why you are in the situation you are. You're a chosen earth angel. You're completely protected. Like, what else are they going to say? We tell them, sit out there, do whatever the fuck you want. Watch. Enjoy yourselves. You want to put cameras, you want to watch it. Enjoy yourselves. You want to see us, you know, being intimate with people? Enjoy yourself. So that's what we tell these people. Because we don't give a fuck. There's nothing to hide. We have nothing to hide here. That's another thing. Is that people don't, they thought that you had something to hide. Now they clearly see you have nothing to hide, and that the people that said you had something to hide were the ones who had something to hide. So it's all these projections. Now people are understanding what projections are. They say something about you that's really true about them, and hopes people thinking that you are that. And that's been happening for a very long time, and now it's ending now. It's over. The time is up, okay? Because you know why the time is up, brother? Because you were 10 steps ahead of these people, because you are this High Priestess. How about that? Just the last thing, Empress-High Priestess, gangstar magician you are. My God. And you got a King of Pentacles here who sees you are The only choice. How could you not be? How could you not be? Okay, that's why you two are leaving this behind. Six of Swords. There you go. Look, you're like, come on, King of Pentacles. Let's go. I'm going to take you on my little raft. We're out of here. Let's go. He said, okay, let's go. It's fine. See, my King of Pentacles is a woman. She's a very, very successful person, actually. She considers herself high status. I like her, though. Crumb bum, though. Very crummy. She gets on my nerves, but it's okay because listen, brother, this person here, this Queen of Cups in reverse, they're a star in reverse, okay? That's for sure. The Magician in reverse is a star in reverse. That is somebody who's a fake. That's a fraud. That is somebody who just is a wannabe. People could see through them, okay? That's why Eight of Cups are getting left behind. They're getting left behind. This King of Pentacles is leaving them behind. They know that you're the Empress-High Priestess. This person tried to pretend that they were you. They were cloaked themselves in your energy for a little bit. They might have got away with it for a bit, okay, before you really start to understand what was happening. I didn't expect you to understand this right off the bat. It's going to take you a little bit, okay? It took me a little bit, and it's going to take you a little bit. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to get you to where I was and get you to the next level, okay? That's my whole point of me doing what I do, to get you to the next level. Look, I don't do this for money or that, or yeah, I want to make a couple of dollars doing stuff because I want to be comfortable. Like, I don't want to work hard. I don't want to have to go to work. I had to work 6 days this week. Okay, you understand what that is? Today's my only day off. So, and then I still have to maintain this and still, you know, because I want it. This is what I want. So if I got to wake up 5:30 in the morning to do this, sure, I'll do it. If I have to, and I also, you know, I got to go to the gym. You got to do stuff. You got to make yourself look good. It's like a full-time job, everything. So it's like, you can't just give up. That's what they wanted. They needed you to give up. But you refused. You refused. And you refusing to give up has these people heartbroken. Whatever. They should be heartbroken. Because what they did was fucking heinous. Especially heinous. That we had to call the SVU, the Spiritual Victims Unit, in. Okay? And now these people are being taken down very quickly. Okay, because you clearly are this Nine of Pentacles, okay? That is who you are. You are this Queen of Pentacles. You are this Empress-High Priestess-9 of Pentacles. You don't need nobody. This was this King of Pentacles' wish come true. Without a shadow of doubt, that was their wish come true. They didn't want to have to take care of somebody, okay? This is exactly what this Queen of Cups versus this person called them all the time. Where are they at? Blah, blah, blah. This person didn't want this. This is why they never wanted to be with peace. This is why they remained a bachelorette, whatever they wanted to do. And now they see that you're the only one. But they tried to make it like you, this Empress-High Priestess, that you were going to be like holding this person. They were trying to make it like you were going to be like this. Okay, and this person tried to say like, oh, well, we could have a swinger lifestyle. We could do... It was all designed to keep this person in a 7 of Cups, okay, to make it think. But now this person only wants you. They can't even get aroused by anybody but you. So it doesn't matter because they see the lover's energy with you. They only want love. This is a King of Cups, first and foremost. This is your Emperor. Okay, they cannot get, this doesn't matter. Like, they could have sex with somebody, it's not going to do anything for them. It's like, they need more. And you have more. Yes, you do. Okay, and that's why this fucking Mysterious Universe is going to the Five of Pentacles. They thought they were going to ride this King of Pentacles wave in, okay, and take your energy. That's what they thought. And they were going to take this 10 of Pentacles. They were planning on taking this person out, too. This person is not a King of Pentacles for no reason. They saw this coming. Okay, especially after you. Especially after see, this person is a very intuitive person. They know what these people were trying to do. They were trying very hard to push this person away. So this person was very intrigued by why this was happening. Okay, so they walked away, but then they hired a private investigator that was following you and all these people around. How else do you think all this information is getting, you know, people see it now, okay? Because this person knew that something didn't seem right. They went with what the people around them suggested, and then they had a private investigator follow you and them, okay? And they've seen exactly what happened here, okay? They clearly see that the 10 of Cups is with you. That's why they want to build their foundation on this 10 of Cups, okay? You showed who you are, okay? And that manifested from the 5D now. Because in the 5D, you are a real deal gangstar magician, magical gangstar. Okay, when I talk about everything comes from the 5D, I mean, you got to understand spiritual outranks anything. Okay, physical is nothing. This just means nothing. Spiritual, you take the most strongest ones up there have the hardest lessons, okay? And you are learning them, okay? And you're able to teach people that. You're going to be able to teach people that. That's your point. That's the whole point of it. That's what we are, 8th house crew. We are fucking teachers. We show people what's needed to be done. Okay, that's why this Page of Swords in reverse energy, this deception, this manipulation can't happen to you. Okay, you're an Empress-High Priestess. Nobody's going to you can't stop you because you have this Queen of Swords energy. Okay, they cannot come in there and bullshit you. Okay, this is what makes you invaluable to this King of Pentacles. Okay, because this King of Pentacles can be bullshitted. Okay, not saying that they often are, but they can be. You, no doubt about it, cannot be bullshitted. And not to mention that you can see 10 steps ahead. So there you go. A person who can't be bullshitted and can see things 10 steps ahead. Sounds like you're pretty valuable to me. Who's also a 9 of Pentacles. Don't need nobody. Wow. Tell me that. Okay, and these people, 4 of Pentacles, were very greedy. They thought they were going to come in and be able to do what you do. The thing is, you can imitate, brother, but you can never duplicate. That's the thing. It's not the same. You are not the same as us. Okay, you're nothing like us, actually. It's very difficult to absorb this energy that we have in body because not just anybody can handle it. Plus, we call it right back. Call back our energy and our power. Okay, and you know, by calling back your energy and power, what happens? Brings in death, brother, for these people who try to steal your energy. Because death says, whoa, 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 you try to take the energy from my main man, the gangsta magician? I'm coming for you now. Okay, and that's why the flag is up. The horse is coming. Everybody's looking away. Nobody wants to be bothered, okay? Everybody wants to act like they didn't know what's happening here. Because you had this Knight of Wands energy. Adventurous, fearless. That's what you are. An adventurous, fearless Empress-High Priestess who's a 9 of Pentacles. Who has a King of Pentacles here who sees that you are the only choice. Yes, that's what we see. Okay, and these people, 7 of Pentacles, also are being seen as someone who had no long-term vision here. Okay, they did bad business, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, this is bad financial management. This is laziness, procrastination. Okay, they lacked a long-term view. They didn't want to work hard. There's no growth here. Okay, that's exactly what the King of Wands said to this King of Pentacles. He said, listen, I see what's going on here. He says, this person is not who they said they are. He said, the person who was the real one was this, you know, your counterpart, this Empress-High Priestess magician, the one that they said that's not that, okay? Now this King of Wands is involved. And he says, well, what's going on? Why'd you lie to this King of Pentacles? This could be like this person's father or something. This person's father may have really liked you or something. And asking now the matriarch, why did you do this? What was this all about? And they are like, they know already that they did this because they want to stay in control of this person. And they knew you being with this King of Pentacles makes them lose control of this matriarch. So they brought in this weak feminine energy, this Queen of Cups in reverse, trying to make it like you have that person project onto you like you're that, okay? And then fucking, it's just, but like, I don't understand the cockamamie plan. How did they thought this was going to work? Okay, now Ace of Swords, people could clearly see through this. Mental clarity, okay? Death's cure, okay? Now he says it's over, okay? There's new ideas, new plan. Your intellect and logic really, you know, cut through this, okay? Because of the way you're able to, you know, explain how this is, the knowledge you have. You have spiritual knowledge. There's no other explanation as to how you're able to do this. And the reason why you're able to do this is because you stayed in hermit energy. You remained in solitude because you knew that you could not put yourself around just anybody. You were very aware of that. You kept your energy cleared. You cleansed your energy. You continually do this. You block. You're protected. Okay, we have protection candles here. We have black tourmaline. Okay, we got everything you could imagine, and you do too, hopefully. So if you don't, I suggest you do. Okay, make sure you get yourself clear. Because if you don't feel well, there's a reason why you don't feel well. Okay, if you're in pain, there's a reason why. Okay, because now this devil's being released. Okay, we're going to end it here because this devil is being released here, brother. Okay, they're falling right on their head because death is here. Okay, so this King of Pentacles now clearly sees that you are the only choice, Empress-High Priestess. That's a 9 of Pentacles. And now this Queen of Cups magician in reverse, they're stuck, being seen as a star in reverse. Okay, being seen as deceptive, Page of Swords in reverse. The devil's being released here. They are done. This person is the devil being released. Death's here to put an end to this. Okay, now this 5 of Pentacles is here for whoever decided to support that person. Okay, you know what's here for you? This 10 of Cups. Okay, because you're going to be building your foundation on this 10 of Cups with this King of Pentacles. Okay, you're going to have it all. All right. Trust me when I tell you. And if you don't believe me, then that's unfortunate for you, okay? Because we believe that's going to happen. We know it's going to happen. It's not even that. We believe it. Amen, brother. Amen means it's done already. That's what that means. No more this devil. On his head, brother. Ugly motherfucker that he is. I got some different cards, so I don't know how I'm going to do this, though. So bear with me. They got crystals on them. So I don't know what I'm going to do. What I'm going to say, I'm just going to tell you the crystals that are on them, I guess. And then see if I can get confirmation here. I had an idea when I got them. I was like, oh, yeah, I could do this. But then I was like, what am I really going to say here? But they say they're like tarot, crystal magic, you can manifest. But that's what I'm saying, like, you can manifest through tarot. That's why we do this. We're manifesting, And then it gets in your head, you imagine it, and it happens. That's why we do this. This is what the whole point of it is. That's why you got to watch who you watch. I mean, yeah, exactly. Watch who you watch, because a lot of these people, they want to keep you stuck, okay? And then you're going to keep staying stuck in your head. See, me, I'm not keeping you stuck. I want to keep you going. I want to keep you getting better and better and better. I don't want to keep you below me. I don't care if you, I want you to get past me. I want you to be better than me, okay? So that's what these people, nobody in this world wants anybody to be better than anybody. Me, I want people to say, oh, wow, yo, so-and-so got me. I don't, that's what my job is. My job is, it's whatever. People, they don't understand that. They look at me like I'm crazy, but whatever. It's fine. No biggie. So let's see what we're working with. Let's get a little confirmation here. So we got this 3 of Cups here. It says garnet, brother. Okay, garnet is good for your root chakra, actually. You know, we have a root chakra tea that is infused with garnet, actually, it says. So 3 of Cups. There's going to be a little bit of a celebration here. You're bringing happiness to the table. People are having a good time with you. Garnet, baby. Okay, now we got this 5 of Wands, though, brother. That's why we got the selenite. So we got selenite in our hand. That's what we take care of this 5 of Wands, okay? And how that does that is because it clears out any of this negative energy. It cleanses your energy. So the selenite here is going to get rid of this nonsensical fucking rivalry, conflict, competition. That's why I have so much selenite at all times, because it cleanses all of this, okay? So it's like, it keeps everything going. It's what makes it. That's what the clear quartz on top of that. It's the master healer. It's everything. So it's very, very important to utilize these correctly, okay? And this one here is the High Priestess, brother. Here's your confirmation, and it says labradorite. Okay, labradorite's always excellent for your, it's like a grayish blue, so it's excellent for your third eye is what I would always, use labradorite for, okay? I mean, I could possibly, use that for your crown, maybe even your throat, but I would more or less always say that's the third eye. I mean, that's exactly what the High Priestess is. Subconscious. Labradorite can be very pretty, too. Sometimes it's too grayish, though, so it all depends on the way it looks. Okay, and that's why you got this Queen of Coins, it says. So I'm guessing that's a Queen of Pentacles, okay? And that is all about gold, brother. And we got the gold, baby, okay? Not that that means anything, but yes, gold. I guess gold holds some value, right? I guess they say. Okay, and whoever came up against you, this Queen of Cups in reverse, they got this painful ending here with this 10 of Swords. Okay, so that's black kyanite. Will be good to avoid whatever this is. We don't want them, they're not going to be able to find no black kyanite, but more or less that would be to prevent that, because it's, black is always for your root chakra, and that's more like, your physical, like your sacral and your solar plexus, but that's always more or less best for your root, especially black, okay? And that's why you have the 7 of Wands here, brother. You're in complete control of the situation. That's why you have this blue kyanite. To be in complete control of blue kyanite is good for that, I guess it says. I don't know, but that's always good because that, helps your third eye, okay? Because of the blue, and also is good for your throat chakra. So it helps you speak what is coming from your subconscious mind in a way that makes it very, very accurate to you, okay? And that is why people are able to understand you without thinking you're absolutely batshit crazy. Because what you're saying really is batshit crazy. But you're saying it in a way that is making sense, sort of. I guess. That's what they tell me. You don't sound so crazy to me. So let's see what I could get out of these. I guess I could talk about the crystal. Yeah, I could do that. That sounds like a plan, right? Adding all types of stuff here. Look at this. You're getting knowledge from the gangsta, baby. Not all about fucking looks over here. We got the brains too. All right. So let's make this work. Let's see what we got here. Okay, the brains over the brawn any day of the week. All right, so what's going to be over? God, can we please get a confirmation, clarification, for the Divine Feminine Collective, this energy here, please and thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so we have this Knight of Queens here. So it's saying green jasper will be good for that. Knight of Queens, the Knight of Pentacles. That would mean you're, very, very hardworking. Okay, very efficient. Okay, you're responsible. They try to say you were none of these things. You have a routine. They're trying to block your routine. But the green jasper is here to keep that routine going. It can't really stop you because you love what you do. When you love what you do, you remain in a Knight of Pentacles energy, okay? And that's why you also have this Page of Cups, which says Vera Cruz Amethyst, which I am not familiar with, but I am familiar with this amethyst here. Okay, I know there's a couple of different ones. There's a Dream Amethyst. There's a Dog Tooth Amethyst. I think I've seen, there's another couple of ones. Or something, amethyst. I don't know, there's some ones. I mean, but you don't really get these. These are very distinct crystals. They do the same thing. I mean, purple is always going to be good for your crown chakra. I mean, that's what they say. Amethyst is crown chakra. It's also good for, I think, your heart too. I mean, because of the purpleness and the pink. I mean, because that could also be, yeah. Okay, now you got, brother, here it comes. You got your Two of Cups here, okay? That is exactly what your wish come true. And it says ametrine there. So that is a mixture of amethyst and citrine. Usually, I believe citrine is, or I think maybe there could be heat-seated citrine or something. Like, that's what that could end up being. Sometimes amethyst could be. So yeah, something like that. But whatever it comes down to, they're both, at the end of the day, mixed together here, and then you get your ametrine here. All right, so that's what that is. And because you are the star, brother. You are the star of the show. It says 17 next to it. So 17, baby. Maybe angel number 17, brother. Okay, 512. All right, Moldavite. Moldavite, actually, is very, very, very expensive. And it comes from, I believe, Czechoslovakia is where it comes from. It's only there, though, I believe. Yeah, it should be, yeah, I think it's only Czechoslovakia. It was one of them ones. I know it's from only one of those. Yeah, it's Czechoslovakia. And it's very, very expensive. Like a little thing like that, a nugget like that is almost like $100. So, of course, it's all about for the heart. Okay, so open up your heart chakra. Okay, I have like, a couple pieces of it. But, they're very, very expensive. You don't really see too much moldavite because of how rare it is. So, yeah, I mean, that's a good one, Moldavite. Moldavite is good. Opens your heart wide open, brother. We have that. Actually, we have a Moldavite on our card keys. We have a little piece of it. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but we do it, okay? Because we have this temperance here, brother, because of this leplalite, okay? Because the leplalite, it says, will be good for your temperance, okay? Leplalite's like a darkish purplish color here, so that would be, similar. That would also be good for your crown chakra. So of course your crown chakra is going to, help your temperance, because that's where your control comes from. Okay, because you have this Ace of Cups here. So this, it says talk about cobalt calcite. That I do not know. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I do. Okay, I know what calcite is, but I do not know cobalt calcite. But there's so many different calcites. It's almost like jaspers and agates. There's like 5 million of them. So it's like they just pop out. Things like this will always pop out. I'm like, oh, all right. So it's one of them ones. Even quartz too. There's so many quartz. It's a lot to learn. I mean, I know enough, but I don't know everything. I never will know everything. So that is why I'm so easily teachable, okay? Because I don't know everything. Somebody comes to me, I may know a lot more than them, but they may tell me something I already know. I don't say, oh, I know. I say, oh, thank you. Thank you for telling me. You know what I mean? Because that's just the way to be. Let people think they're helping. You know what I mean? It makes people feel good about themselves. There's many ways to make people feel good, okay, without even saying anything. And you know exactly how to do that, too. Because look at you. You're decked out in green, brother. You are greened out. That is me I'm talking to. Okay, and that's why it's 7 of Cups. I do not even know this one. Okay, 7 of Cups. That is all about options here, illusion, fantasy. This is what they want your counterpart to be in the 7 of Cups. I hate this energy. I hate it with every piece of my body. But it's saying Vandalite is good for that. Let's see, 7 of Cups. I got all them lines there. Too many options. Too much. It's gonna cloud your judgment. Okay, and that's exactly why, you know, whoever this person wanted to keep this person, this King of Pentacles, in a swinger type mentality. That, you know, this open marriage, okay, saying that you would never agree to something. Of course you wouldn't agree to nothing like that. Why would you ever? You're nothing like that. You're not a whore. You don't allow this. You're not somebody's, oh, go have sex, whatever. No, brother. We're all about the sacred sexuality. We don't allow that. So they try to use that against you because you knew how loyal you were, okay? They try to say you would never, ever go for it. And they were right that you would never go for this. But now this King of Pentacles sees clearly exactly just the value in that. Okay, because you have this 3 of Wands here, and it says with this aura quartz, okay? Sometimes there's this cracked aura quartz. So it's, I guess, similar to, you know, clear quartz, but different. So, you know what I mean? So this would be something that could be used on anything. Aura quartz, because 3 of Wands, I guess, would be helpful. That means, you know, you're building something here, okay? Your secret garden is growing, okay? And perhaps you're using aura quartz for it, okay? Maybe you're feeding your garden with aura quartz. But that's what it says. Manifest with these crystals is what's going to get you there. Okay, now you got this 10 of Wands in reverse here, brother. Okay, so something's being released here. Okay, and that means it says aquamarine on the top. So perhaps aquamarine is good for releasing burdens, I would imagine, with the bluish. I love that color too, that aquamarine color. Such a beautiful color. It really is. Okay, I must agree, because you have this Knight of Wands energy here. Very, very, very adventurous, very fearless. Yes, you are. You don't mince your words, okay? And that's why perhaps opal is good for that. Opal is, I believe, a whitish color. There's different color opals, I believe, and there's opalite. So, yeah, I would believe that would be used for the crown chakra. Yes, that would be correct. Okay, now we got the 6 of Cups in reverse here. So this is all about conditional love. Okay, with this King of Pentacles and this Queen of Cups in reverse. This person's clearly showing their true colors. They're clearly showing they're the devil because death is here. And now this devil is being dropped on their head. And now you have the 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay, and that says pink opal. Okay, it's good for, you know, 6 of Cups. I mean, that would be unconditional love. So yes, pink opal, the pink rose quartz color. Yes, that's always good for your heart chakra. Okay, that's why you are the one who brings the fun, because you are the sun. Okay, and that's why they say citrane here on that. So citrane, I guess, is good for that. And then there's heat treated. Citrane is a lot of times in the sun, okay? So that is how it becomes heat seated. Or I guess sometimes the amethyst becomes heat seated citrane. That's what it is, okay? I guess it dries the color out. That would create ametrine, I would suppose. Okay, now you have this 4 of Coins in reverse, 4 of Pentacles reverse with Apolite. I don't know that one. Okay, but just know whoever was very greedy here, brother. Very greedy. Okay, very stingy. They wanted to take from you. Okay, they thought they were going to take. Not going to happen, brother. That's why they're in this 9 of Swords energy. They're all anxious and depressed. Okay, anxious and black onyx is good for, you know, anxious and anxiety and depression, because a lot of anxiety and depression would come from your root chakra towards your, you know, even up to your solar plex. So, you know, that's always something to keep an eye out for if you ever feel anxious. Because that would mean they're attacking your solar plexus, and, you know, and your root's always been attacked. Your root's been attacked for the longest time. That's the one you really got to get cleared out. Okay, but you have enough strength for that, brother. You have plenty of strength, okay? Because that was what this carnelian is here for, okay? Carnelian is actually a really good one. It's a reddish color, also good for the root chakra. That's where you'll get a lot of your strength from, is from your root chakra. That's where your strength comes from. So basically, carnelian is excellent for, it's actually a very, very good stone for, you know, sexual stuff too. It brings a lot of, what's the word to it? Libido to, like, your libido rises with carnelian, so that's a good thing. And then because when you have strength, you're going to have more, you know, your sex drive will be higher the stronger you are. I mean, not saying like sometimes there could be people that are like bodybuilders that are not, but I'm saying, but the way being strong spiritually will always bring you a higher libido. Trust me when I tell you. And we're going to end it here. You know why? Because the Ten of Cups is here, brother. We're going to end it there because that's how you're going to build your foundation. You and this King of Pentacles are building your foundation. Okay, and that is all what used with this rose quartz. Rose quartz will get you there, okay? Just like, you know, carnelian will give you the strength. Now, I don't know. That was a little different. I don't know. If you didn't like it, I don't know if I could do this all the time because it takes me off my thought process. Because then instead of thinking about what I should be thinking about with the message, then now I'm thinking about like crystals. Okay, that's fine. I could do that because it really didn't affect the message here, okay? But just know that the devil here is being released, okay? Your strength of 10 men, 10 women, clearly, okay? You were balanced, okay? You have this Two of Cups, Knight of Coins here. I mean, you are just extremely, you know, releasing whatever burden this is because you're being seen as this Empress-High Priestess, okay? It's clearly in this Nine of Pentacles energy and is being seen as the only one, the only choice because they're Ace of Swords, this King of Pentacles has the mental clarity to see that whatever this greedy person here, this devil that was trying to keep them indulgent, okay, this conditionally loving person, now this Magician in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse has death at their doorstep. And they can't do a damn thing because the devil's gone and you are in complete control. And guys, I love you. I hope you enjoyed that. If not, then I apologize. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.